and put OK in a chat box so that the attendance should be marked over there also. Okay, when you open your SQL, see, the very first thing that we need to understand here is that uh, you need to work with your servers, right? So server, you can create multiple servers also. Like by default, there is one server available here. Okay, so you can create one more server along with it, right? So click on plus sign, you will get a new connection like this. Okay, this pop-up window will be in front of you. You can create server name by your own, like enough people. Okay, or underscore BA1, right? So you just need to click on OK, and see one more server is created over here. You can work on it like this. It will be open and ask your password. Put your password, whatever password you inserted during your installation. Click on OK. It will be over here. Okay. So this is your new server where you can work now, and how to check that either your server is working or not. So you need to check into the administration and go for the server status. Okay, here you can see your server is running and your server name is BNF people underscore BA1. Okay, now we will go to the schema over here in the center. Let me show you with the annotation over here. Okay, administration and schema, right? So let's move on to the schema, and now we will understand. You can close this administration server status tab also. Okay, now we will understand how to start working with our uh, files and how to insert our file and like that. Okay, if you want to work with the multiple servers, then also you can work, like go to home page, local instance MS SQL 80. That's the server you are having. See on the top, let me show you with the annotations. Here in the top, these two servers are separately denoted, right? So how to identify? This is local instant MySQL server, and this is the server that we just created. Okay, we will work on it, right? And you will ask that what is the difference? Why we need multiple servers sometimes? Because these are the files available in your present server. Okay, these are the files that you are easy to see in this server, but these files, or you can say this database is not connected with DNF people BA1. So what you need to do, what is the difference in between both of these? You can easily identify it when you click on local instance. You can see there are different files, and these databases are connected so that one of them is highlighted. Okay, we will work with this server that we just created. Okay, now the very first thing that you need to understand is how to create your database. Okay, two terminologies you need to understand. One is your database and second is data file. Okay, database, as I told you, that you have multiple files and all those files are saved in your folder. Okay, so that folder is your database, and the files that inside that folder are data sets. Okay, so first of all, you need to create your database, right? To create your database, you can move on with these tabs. Let me show you the annotations from here. Okay, from here you can easily just, yes, from here when you click on it, it will open you a new tab from where you can name your database. I just click on it and a new tab is open here. You can name any database, say BA April 1, right? And you will click on apply in the right side. Here you will find that a new pop-up window is open. Okay, so from this pop-up window, you just need to click on apply. Okay, branch retry. SQL is stopped. Just hold on. Let me start it again. Clear my screen again. Some issue happened with SQL. Start again and click on create a new schema. Let's say BA new. Okay, and click on apply. It's BA new, and when I click on apply, it is created. Okay, click on finish. Right now, you can close this particular tab also. Right, you can see over here you have BA new as a new data base, right? BA April 1st is also over there. That is last time when we created it, it is appeared over here. So I will right click on it and click on drop schema. It will ask, so I will drop it. Okay, I will work with this BA new file. Okay, so this is how you create your schema, or in other way you can say you can create your database. Right here in MySQL, it is said to be schema, and repeatedly we are saying schema, schema. What is this particular schema? See, there is no file inside it right now, but a table, views, float procedure, functions. If we click over here, there is some files, right? And the column indexes, foreign key, trigger, and column names are also available. So this information, the complete information about your database. Okay, there are multiple databases in this particular list. So you can see it contains multiple information about this particular database. So the place or the particular thing that show you all information about your database or databases, that is known as your schema. Okay, right? So here now we will understand how to insert our table, okay, or how to insert your data into it. You all have the files that I shared in the drive, or if you don't have, please let me know in chat box, so I will drop it into chat box and you can download it.
Sir, could you please show from first? You went little fast. I did not understand.
Okay, sure. I will let you know again. Let me drop it once. Remove it. Okay. So I will close this one also, and I will delete all connections here. Okay. Delete. Okay. So I will create a new server for me. I will create plus sign. I will click on plus sign and it will open like this. Okay, so here what you are doing, you are creating your server. Okay, server name and those kind of things you can create by it. Okay, so say BA new April. Okay, so I will click on OK. Here a new server is created. When I double click on it, it will promote me for expert. Okay. Sure, Suhani, just a second. So here I will put my password here, right? And then click on OK. Here you can see new schema is created, new server is created. Here on the top, you can see be a new April. Okay. So this is how you create your new server, right? So Hani, which one? Just a second, let me make you a co-host so that you can share your screen. Okay, share your screen. You started your test shell, so you need to close it. Now search workbench. Here it is, MySQL Workbench 8.0 CE. Yes, open it. Got it? Okay.
Yes.
Okay. So this is my screen. Now, let me start from the very initial for you. Let me check what are the files here. Already have, so let me stop the schema. Games analysis, alternative. Okay, let me drop this one also. Project one. Okay, so only this file will be there in front of you when you just create your new, you can say new schema. Okay, new server. Sorry. So now you need to create a new database. Okay, the very first step that you need to create a new database, right? To create a new database, what you need to do, see, one option is from this one. This is the icon. You need to click it. Then you are able to create a new database. Okay. So when I will click on it, it will open a pop-up new tab over here. So if I will say, let's say new schema, and when you click on apply, okay, then again click on apply with the pop-up window, then click on finish. Okay, see a new schema is over here, right? This is your new database. Got it? And then you can close this, right? Here are the different options of managing your data and connect to the database management connections, reverse engineering. So these are the things that you will use later on. So this is how you just created a new database. Now you need to insert your data files into it, right? So when you will open it, you will find that there is no tables available right now. Okay. So how you are going to insert a new files into it, right? Let's check that particular thing. So right click on this new schema. Okay. Let me clear my whole screen. Just a second. Okay. Now let me open my notepad also. So step by step you can see into the notepad as well as over here also. Okay, so I will type the steps also, and I will do it along with you. Okay, so the very first thing that we done is create server, right? Then what we have done, we done create new database, right? What is the name of database here? That is new schema, right? You can name it anything that you like, and for the server name, it is BA new April, right? Now the third thing that we need to do is insert or create tables. Okay, so we are moving to insert tables, right? So the first option is right click on your database, okay, and B, select what you need to select from here. When you right click on it, you will find table data import wizard. Okay, so click on table data import wizard. Okay, right, click on that, right click, table data import wizard. It will open a pop-up window like this. Okay, what you can import into it. Table data import allows you to easily import CSV JSON data files. These two types of files are imported in it. Okay, so the files that I shared you in the drive are also a CSV file. Let me drop in chat box again if you don't have, so that you can download it from here also. I just drop the files into chat box also. You can download it directly from the chat box again. So how you are going to import these files? Click on browse. Okay. In the similar way, as you attach anything, either in mail, or either on WhatsApp, either any other place, right? Either on your emails, when you are sending email, you are attaching files. That time also, to attach a new file, you do the same thing. So similarly, use that thing here. You need to select the data that you would like to import. So select first file, once a single file only. Okay, click on next, then again click on next, then again next, then again next. You don't need to select anything. You just need to click on next, 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 and finish. Right now, imported. Okay, see, select the file you need to import. Right, this thing is done. D, refresh the database. Okay, how you going to refresh it? Here, let me show you by the annotations. Here you will find a refresh button. Okay, when you click on this refresh button, you can see there is a drop down arrow appearing before tables. When you expand it, you will find the file over here, right? So this is the file and these are the columns available in, right? Similar way, just import the remaining files also. So I will repeat the same process 8 times so you can understand what is going on. And the thing that we are doing, the actions are also shown in the below output tab, action outputs. Okay, you can see text output, history output, actions, text output, nothing is there, history output, like this, when and what functions you just used. Okay, so this is how, when green tick is there, it means it is executed successfully. Otherwise, if cross is there, it means there is some error in it. Okay, so I will right click again on it, go to the table data import wizard, and this time I will select another file, that is customers, then click on next. All things are same, so creating a new table, right, with the name of customers. Click on next. When it imported, the next option is also available for it, like this, next, and click on finish. Click on refresh again and check if your file inserted. Yes, my file is inserted. So repeat this task, right click on database, click on table data import wizard, click on browse, employees, next, 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 and finish. Okay, then click on refresh. Okay, right click, table data import wizard, browse, order details. I just double clicked on it. So just click next. Let it import. Then the next option will be here, like this. So click on next, finish, refresh. It is not necessary that every time you have to create the refresh button. You can click into the end also. Okay, when you complete your import, then you can work with it. Okay, Smita, let me share it again in the over here. You received in the chat box?
Yes, sir. Thank you.
Okay. So order details I already have, so I will have to select them another file. Select orders, open, next, 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 next. Importing 8 files, you will also easily remember these steps. There is a way to import multiple files all together, but that needs to be creating a dummy servers over here. So that will be the next step after having the knowledge of SQL. Okay. We will go through that also. Browse, first open, next, 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 and finish. Then again selecting the another file, that is last one, supplier, open, next. And finish. Now I will click on refresh and I will find all files here. Okay. Now you need to select the schema you are working with or the database you are working with. Okay. Because without selecting the folder, it is not possible for you also to open the file from it. Okay. In the same way, in SQL also, you need to select the schema or the database to access the files from it. Right. So this is required because it needs paths to execute the files. Okay. So here, how you are going to select the database, you just need to double click on it. Double click on the database, and your this particular schema or database is selected. Okay, if I will double click on SYS, see SYS is selected, right? SYS is the example that you have, right? You can work on this one also. Okay, different views are there, right? Multiple things are given there that you can use it. Okay, or just these are the examples that you can access for it. Okay, so these are the table that we just inserted in our SQL. So importing files into SQL is clear. Just let me know in chat box. That how to import a file into SQL. If that is clear, we are moving ahead. Importing the files is clear with you. Yeah, but you understand now, Suhani, that how to import the file. That's what I need to know. Okay, that's fine. Okay, so just import all the files and put OK in the chat box so that I will move ahead. Otherwise, you will engage in importing the files only. Okay, that was like new schema. When you imported all these files, please let me know so that we can move ahead with some functions, the basic functions that are required to read the file and to extract a particular data. Then that's great. We can move ahead. Now, as you already imported all the files with you, and one more thing I need to tell you that these are the same files that are available with your W3 school. So let me show you that part so that it will be very easy for you to access it into your on SQL those queries. Okay. Tutorials, MySQL. Say select the you have this command. Okay, if you will copy this and paste it into your SQL, and this is the one from where you will execute it, right? So just hold on. This is the button. Okay, from where you are going to execute it. Okay, you need to click that one, and you will click it. See, your whole file is in front of you. Any command, we will go through it, that what are select star and all these things. So I'm just telling you that whatever you have done over here, like if you will copy this function from here and again paste into your SQL, and you need to select it and click over here, so it will work. Why? Because these are the files that are available in W3 School. That's why I given you the same file so that you can understand the functions in W3 School and can implement in your SQL, and you can save these all functions all together, right? So that will be a record with you also. Okay. Now let's have a look at what are the different things here. So add it. Okay. So now what you need to do, let me hide the output so that more easy to see. Okay. Now, the very first thing that you need to understand is that how to read the file. Okay. There is a facility available in MySQL that if you will double click on any file, okay, and run it, categories is not available, or you can drop here. It is not working right now. Let me show you using the functions only. Okay. So what you need to do, you need to read your file that I just shown you from the WC school. The complete table is in front of you. So the two functions, the two commands that are very basic commands to be used every time. First is your select. Okay. Select function. Select function gives you that what you need to execute. Okay. Second thing is from where you want to execute. These two things will be used together always. Okay. Selecting what you want to select and from where you want to select. Let's get into the customers one, or in the employees also we can go. You can see there is a column name, employee ID, last name, first name, birth date, photo, notes. You say, I just need to see the whole table. Okay. So what you need to do for the complete table, you need to put a star, right? And from where you need to see all attributes, all columns of which table, from, you can say employee. When you will type 2 to 3 alphabets only, SQL will show you that these are the options you have into your file. So you can select this one. Okay, double click on it, it will be selected. Right, my query is closed. I will select this two particular line and click on execute. Okay, see your file is in front of you. Okay, like this. This is the complete file that I have. Okay, so anything that you need to execute, you can replace the file name also over here. If I will replace and say orders, ORD, it shows me that there are two tables available with the first three alphabet, that is ORD. So I will move up and down arrow and select orders, click enter, it will be there. So select this one and click on execute. This is the table orders, and these are the entries available into it, right? Now you are able to execute or display any table from it, right? So any table, if you want to see and look into it, you can select. So customers, here, click on enter and select these things, click on execute. This is your customers table. Okay. And what is inside the categories? You can check it again. cat, enter, you can select it, execute. These are the different categories available into it. Okay. And if you have multiple files, you can write this one also. And see, I told you SQL is not a case sensitive language. So if I will do in small letters and say start from, let's say orders, up and down arrow, click on enter, this one. This time if I will select both of these and execute, so you can see category and orders, both files are executed and it is showing you in this database. All right. So both the files are executed. I use small letters this time. So this clear you that SQL is not a case sensitive language. You can easily work with it, right? Now, the second thing comes into your mind that from this orders table, okay, you will say, I don't want to see the complete table, okay, and here I just need to see the order ID and the employee ID, okay. So how can I see two columns from these five columns? So see what it needed, select, and second thing is from which one, order side, orders table, okay. Going back to the select, what you want to select, first one is your customer ID. Over here it is appearing now, so click on enter, put a comma and say employee ID. Here select this one, right? So only these two columns I selected and closed my query over here. Then I will execute it. My customer ID and employee ID, only two things are appearing in my output. Got it? So this is how you can execute uh, only a particular required columns from your data files or data tables, you can say, right? So you can do like this also, okay. So it doesn't matter if you will typing in a same line or you are typing in a multiple line, right? But if this will be like this, then even it will execute for you, okay. So it doesn't matter, right? So now from say customers table, let's execute and see what is inside the customers table. Select start from customers, okay. I will see it, let's see, okay. There are a lot of information available here. So what I need, I just need a customer ID and say country, okay. So what I need to do here, I need to put customer ID comma country. All right, okay. Then I will execute it. Customer ID and country is appearing now, okay. So I will remove the column because I am going to use one more thing with it, okay. That is, now I need to filter my data. I need to know that how many customer IDs are there with Mexico or just say UK, okay. So to filter your data, to filter out your data, what you need to do, you need to use where function, okay.
Sir, I could not run any code. It's showing error.
Uh,
Shall I share my screen?
Sure. I think you have not selected the schema. Yes, show your screen.
Sir, I have logged in from two devices. So
I permitted both of the devices.
okay. Can you see my screen, sir?
Just a second. Yes, it is appearing. See, your database is not selected. Double click on database. Yes, over here.
Okay.
Double click on it. No, it is not selected yet. Double click on the name. Yes,
okay.
it is now highlighted, right? Now it is selected. Now execute the first query. Wait, it's fetching. It is executed.
Okay, fine.
Okay.
Okay, sir. Yeah.
Okay. Okay, so the second thing is your where clause. Select and from is used to extract your tables and a particular columns from it. Now we have where also with it. So I just use this one, customers table, where if I will say country equals to uh, double column UK. Okay, right? Then I close it. Okay. If I will execute it, it will show me only the data which is from UK. All right. So again, you can see I typed it in small letters, but it is working with that also. And whenever you are using any non-numeric values, you need to use double quotes or single quotes with it. If I will not use the single quote or double quote with it, it will give me the error. Okay, you can see in the output here, it says unknown column UK in where clause. Okay, so you need to double quote or single quotes. You can work with it, and when you will execute, it will give you either it is single quotes or double quote. It will work. Okay, this is how you can change this condition. Okay, like this one says country equals to UK, right? If I will use say customer ID, okay, that will be greater than, because it is numeric, customer IDs are numeric. So if I will say that will be greater than 30, okay, and then execute this for 2 lines, it will just show me the customer IDs that are greater than 30. Okay, so this is how you can filter your data, right? So these are the 3 things that you need to do practice with it, and in your W3 school also, up to the where and or not clause. Okay, up to and or and not clause, you need to complete it. Okay, as well as in the examples also. In the exercise, sorry, exercise. Start my SQL exercise. So here you have 2 exercises: MySQL select and MySQL where. So you have 5 questions in it and 3 questions in it. So parallelly, you have to complete these exercises also in this one. Okay, there are total 50 questions only. Okay, so let me move on to the home. MySQL up to and or and not. You have to complete on MySQL W3 school also. So there are only these 3 things today we are covering, that is select, from, and where. Right, tomorrow we will get into order by, just order by, then order by and limit, minimum, maximum, count, average, sum. Okay, then but day after tomorrow, tomorrow is Saturday, so we are going to meet on Sunday, Monday now. So try to compile as much as things you can do with W3 school, and you can directly implement it. Like if you have the order by, here is the code, so you can copy from here and you just need to paste here and execute the code, and the things will be in front of you. The country is ordered by, or you can say sorted according to the ascending order. Order by is used to arrange your column name or column data into ascending and descending order. Okay, so on W3 school you have 2 days with you. You must complete it as much as you can. Okay, up to the like function, you can complete it very easily. There are very small things there. Okay, so I expect that you will complete up to maximum things from here. 3 things are there. So now you are familiar that how to code. Okay. And one more thing you need to do, that is okay, I will give you it on Monday, and that will be from Kaggle database. Okay, you will download a table from Kaggle, and then you have to execute these commands on that data, okay, so that you can learn the particular thing. Okay, say uh, this function select star from customers order by country. So you can say instead of customers, let's select products. Okay, and let me check first. Okay, inside it. Okay, so you have the prices. So just a okay. So this is the product table. You can say order by, because right now it is not in order. So you can say price. Okay, when you will execute it here, you can see prices are in ascending order, right? So this is how, just if you are just copy and pasting the functions or the statement from the W3 school, change it for the other tables, change the criteria for the other tables, you will understand that okay, this is the logic how it is changing, right? So just practice on it and understand the basic functions of SQL, right? And definitely I will ask you on Monday at up to what level on W3 school, like up to minimum maximum, or up to between, to what level you have completed. Okay, and we will discuss the doubts that you have that time. Okay, so that we can move on uh, after that, because I need to focus on joins. These are the things that need to be understand first, then only you are able to implement it. Because without understanding, you will not get that what is the function of join schedule here. Okay, so that's the thing from my side today. Are you able to implement the things that I uh, given to you today, like select, from, and where? These 3 things you have to implement today. Okay, is that fine? Okay then. So we are going to meet on Monday again. Okay, and do a lot of practice. And I also wish you will do a lot of practice, so that after completing this module also, we can work on different projects later on also, so that we have a good hands-on practice also. After completing this module of 1 month, I will provide you multiple projects for SQL, for Power BI and Python, so that you can do your practices, right? And I will be able to support you to do those projects. Okay. Okay, then we are going to meet on Monday again, because on Saturday, Sunday we have off, right? So have a nice day with you, and a great weekends also. Enjoy your weekends. We are going to meet on Monday again. Thank you. Thank you so much. Okay then. Bye. If you have any doubts, you are free to message me. I will be there to resolve your doubts. Okay. Okay. Okay.